Hello there, YouTubers and weavers. Well, I haven't quite finished my previous project and I'm starting a new one. Previous project is the orange and brown warp rep rug. Took it off the loom last night. Haven't put hems on it yet at the ends, so it's still got to make a trip through the sewing room. But it was I don't feel comfortable doing warp rep. It's more trouble than it's worth sometimes because I have to use this stupid stick to open up the shed properly so I can work with it because the warp threads are so close together. It's difficult to mess with. So today I'm just in a mood to do something really simple. And so I went looking through the closet where I keep odds and ends of old yarns and stuff, and I found, well, this stuff right here. It's a variegated yarn. I think it's wool, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, I'm going to make a scarf. Really super simple, plain weave, so there's no fancy patterns involved. I don't have to think about that. It's going to be, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 forever. But that's what I'm in the mood for, something really simple. So the yarn is measured. You can see it's over the top of the loom here. I'll take you around back in just a second and show it to you. Like I say, it's a variegated yarn, so you'll see there's some neat kind of fall colors, and it's fall now, so that's appropriate. Anyways, I'm just in a mood to do something really simple on the loom that I can just sit here and kind of zone out and weave. So that's the current brand new project. I know I owe you a view of the warp rep rug. There's a piece of the thrums from it. You can see that I didn't quite fit. I was guessing and I had to stop it at a pattern repeat, so I had a little bit more thrums than I usually would have, but oh well. I'll get a video of that up soon. In fact, it might even be up before this one. I'm not sure which video I'm going to finish first because I'm not sure which project I'm going to do first, whether I'll finish that one and do a video or just because I'm in the mood for it, do this one completely first. We'll see. Anyways, let's go around the back of the loom and see what this yarn looks like as it's ready, as it's being wound on. It's mostly wound on, and then I just gotta quick thread the heddles and slay the reed. I gotta change. I want to go down from a 12 to a 10 dent reed. That only takes a minute or two. Okay, let's go take a look at the back of the loom. All right, here we are in back. I don't know how I managed to miss these two threads in the lee sticks, but it's only two threads. I'm not going to worry about it. You can see the variegated nature of this yarn. I think it's kind of neat looking. Like I say, to me it really is pretty much a fall colors. There's the blue in there, but that kind of reminds you of the few green leaves that are still on the trees. In fact, right now the trees, my maple tree in the backyard is just about at the height of its color. So anyways, this is where we're at for now, and get back to you when I have it a little more set up and ready to weave. So I'm still threading the heddles here, but you get an idea. Look at the neat colors. This is I can't decide after feeling this whether this is wool or some kind of synthetic. I have no idea what it is. I suppose I could try burning it and see if it burns or melts and what it smells like when it burns, but at this point it's not that important. Get that heddle disattached there and grab the next couple of threads. So yeah, there's no magic to this today, but the good news is it's going fast. I'm going to do a 10-inch wide piece at 10 ends per inch, so 100 threads. And I suppose to a non-weaver that seems like a lot, but to me that seems like a nothing. That warp rep rug that I did, or that Marine Corps towel, were like 900 warp threads each, something like that if I remember correctly. 8 or 900. So to do just a quick little one-off of 100 threads is pretty easy at this point. Get that thread back out of there. This yarn's a bit bulky, so I'm having a little hard time getting it to go through the eye of the heddle, but it's not bad. So this will finish off this set of 10. Again, I'm doing it in batches of 10 for 1 inch. Just give it a quick comb out here. And we'll tie a temporary slip knot in the end here so that I don't do something stupid and pull it back the other way by mistake. Set that aside, and I'll show you more when I actually get farther along. Well, YouTubers, I don't know if I have ever put this part of the process onto YouTube before. You could see when I was slaying or threading the heddles that I didn't have the beater bar on the loom. I had taken it off so I could work in there. So now I'm putting it back on, and there's that, it's on, like that. It just lifts off and lifts on. It's got little notches at the bottom. Now there's another thing I need to do. I've got a 12 dent reed in here, and I need a 10 dent reed. So there's some little wing nuts on the back. And what happens is this top half of the beater bar, where the handle is, comes right off. So we're just going to set it there for a minute. Take out the 12 dent reed that we don't need. Set it aside for a second. And here's the 10 dent reed that I do need. And we'll just set that in. Grab this top bar. If you can see, there's kind of a slot here. This fits over the top of the bar, and there's a slot down in the bottom part that the reed fits in. So now I just put this back on. Before I do, if you look right here, you can see these bolts. They're smooth here, but threaded here, and I've got a washer and a wing nut. And basically this part's going to be over the wood. So we'll put this in here. Get that in. Lift it up just a minute. Sure, drop things. We'll fix that. Hold it better this time. There, the reed's in place. Now we just tighten up these wing nuts to finger tight. And there I have changed the reed that is in the beater bar. Kind of easy how that works, huh? Okay, YouTubers, well, it didn't take long. I started measuring out the warp for this morning, and it's a little after 4 in the afternoon now, and I'm already weaving. I've got about a foot woven, and you can see I think it's turning out really neat looking. This variegated yarn is just giving me a real complex, interesting looking piece of cloth for a scarf here, and yet all I'm doing is plain 2x2 tabby, plain weave, straight plain weave. I think it looks neat. Yeah, I'm putting the thread on an angle because if I put it in the middle it'd be a bubble, but I'm just doing an angle this time because I need to compensate for the up and down movement of the weft, so I have a little bit extra in. But after the last couple of projects that have been complex, and I like normally doing complex weaving, I just really felt today like I wanted something about as simple as I could get, so I decided to use the KISS method on this one. You're all familiar with the KISS method, aren't you? KISS is the acronym for Keep It Simple, Stupid. So, we're moving right along here with this. It's going to be a scarf. Probably give it away as a Christmas present to somebody. I have no idea who yet. That hasn't spoken to me. Judy took a look at it a little while ago. She thinks the colors are such that this could go to either a man or a woman. And I have no idea where it's going to go. It's going to need a home somewhere. It's not going to be mine because I've already got a scarf that I made that I really like. That's mine. So we'll advance the warp a little bit. I'm not putting too much tension on this. It feels like a lot, but because it's such a narrow weave, I don't have to put nearly as much tension as I usually do. But hey, there you go, you can see what I'm doing. And hopefully I can finish this up in a day or two and show you the finished product. Uh-oh. Starting to run out of thread on my bobbin. And I don't have any more wound. I've already gone through a couple. So I'll have to stop and wind up a couple more bobbins. Back at you in a little bit. Well, YouTubers, I wanted to do this part of this video outside because fall colors on the maple tree here. It's a little bit past its prime, but you can get an idea. And I wanted to show you this scarf in the sunlight. I'm going to move a little bit closer so you can really see it in the sunlight. I think the colors really show up in sunlight. So this scarf is done. This is a pretty amazing project timing-wise, in that it's probably one of the fastest projects I've ever done. I started on this on Saturday morning around 9 o'clock measuring the warp, and by I think it was around 8 o'clock Saturday night this was off the loom, and the only thing to be done to it was to twist the fringes, and that took me about an hour after that. So that was pretty fast. I'm very happy with the colors. I don't know where this is going to go for having a home yet. It'll be a present to somebody, I'm sure. I just don't know who. I've been asked what kind of yarn I use. The answer is I don't know. This is yarn that I bought at a garage sale, basically because it looked neat. I don't know exactly what it is. There were 3 balls of it, and it said they were 4 ounces each. It feels like an acrylic yarn to me, but don't ask me what the weight is because I don't know. I wove this at 10 ends per inch, and I think that worked out just great. So anyways, I had a 3-yard warp, and I got about a 7 or 8 foot scarf out of it. So that's really good. That 7 or 8 foot includes the twisted fringes. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you like my videos, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thanks a million. The sun is bright in my eyes. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll catch you the next time around on YouTube. Bye-bye.